Good morning, everybody. My name is Fadhillah, and in this lovely day, I will be your host at our talk show. So, this talk show will discuss about COVID-19. As you know, COVID-19 is not only causing our physical but also our mental. So, what is it and how to prevent it? So, I'm not really expert to talk about it. Let's just call my two new friends, which is Putri, Amelia, Prastiani, and my second friend is Ramjani Fatikasari. Welcome. So, Amelia, as the expert, I believe you know about this pandemic, right?
Yes.
So, what do you think about our health in this pandemic?
I think that health during a pandemic like this is very important to maintain. So we have to always take various precautions such as maintaining social distancing, washing our hands regularly, and if it's possible, just staying at home and don't touch your face when you're outside home. Also, we have to maintain a healthy lifestyle and maintaining a positive mindset.
So, from your explanation, as I know so far, this COVID-19 is kind of destroying our physics, our mental, affecting our mental, I know. But why are this COVID-19 also affecting our mental?
So as I said earlier that we have to maintain our positive mindset in order to avoid stress because the number of news about deaths, the increasing number of cases of COVID-19, the implementation of regional quarantine, as well as other worries about the COVID-19 they have reading from social media or news on the internet is also a major cause of mental disorders. Because for some people, the feeling of stress and anxiety can interfere with mental health.
Alright, from your explanation now, I understand that this pandemic is also affecting our mental, but so far we don't know how to maintain it. I wanna really know your advice as an expert about how to maintain our mental health during this pandemic.
Okay, how to maintain mental health during a pandemic that we can do is understand that what we feel is normal, that anxiety is normal, and then doing useful and fun activities to reduce stress, and then feel and channel our feelings. When you are feeling sad, the only thing you can do is feel it until the feeling passes. Let yourself feel sad and you will be fine after that. And then the last one is taking time for yourself or doing me time because me time increases concentration and productivity because the mind becomes clearer and gets to know yourself better.
Is it that important mental health for our whole life?
So many people think that a healthy person is rarely physically sick. However, we need to know that a healthy person is a person who is healthy in terms of both physical and mentally aspects. Good mental health is a condition when our mind is in a state of calm and thus allowing us to enjoy our daily lives and appreciate other people around us. And when a person's mental health is impaired, we will experience disturbances in mood, thinking ability, and emotional control, which can lead to bad behavior. So we need to realize that mental health is a need that must always be considered by society. Therefore, maintaining mental health is very important, especially in the mindset of a pandemic like this to avoid risks due to bad mental health.
So, Amelia, talking about mental health, I have a question. What do you think about people that has not very good mental health, like stress doing exercise during this pandemic?
So, depression can be defined as a mood disorders which cause constant feelings of sadness and loss of interest or a lack of mood. This condition, which included as a mental disorders, will usually affect a person in thinking and behaving, and can trigger various physical and psychological problems. Precisely with regular exercise can prevent mental health problems Good example of exercise to ward off depression and mental disorders are aerobics, such as jogging, swimming, cycling, and walking. The duration that recommended is about 30 to 60 minutes, at least 3 to 5 times a week.
So guys, we still have one more expert in this talk show. Here we will compare about Amelia opinion and our expert opinion, our another expert. So her name is Annisa. So we already connected with her from the video call. Unfortunately, she can't come here because this pandemic. So from this video call, we will ask her question about this pandemic. So, Annisa, what do you think about this pandemic in 2020?
So, as we know, with these conditions, maintaining health and increasing body immunity during a pandemic is a wise enough way to avoid contracting COVID-19.
So, as we know here that this virus is affecting our health, right? So the question is, why this pandemic is also, especially here, also affecting our mental health?
Okay, so this pandemic has left many people feeling confused, anxious, stressed, and also frustrated. Some people are worried about getting sick or contracting COVID-19. On the other hand, there are also concerned about financial problems, jobs, the futures, and also conditions after the pandemic. For some people, feeling stressed and anxious about facing the corona pandemic can disrupt mental health. This is especially true if a person has a previous history of anxiety disorders, depression, panic attack, or obsessive compulsive disorder. According to the professor of psychiatric epidemiology at Harvard Chan School of Public Health, Prastiani, the long-term stress of facing a pandemic can also trigger post-traumatic stress disorder, or we can call it also PTSD. Stress can be traumatic when we feel we cannot handle it, explains Conane.
Why is mental health is so important to us? Do you have any tips to maintain our mental health?
Well, it's a great question. So, being mentally healthy is feeling good about ourselves, what we are doing, and where we are in the world, said Chris O'Sullivan of the Mental Health Foundation in the UK. Mental health also plays a big role in life. And mental health as one's own ability to manage feelings and deal with my daily difficulties. Some simple steps can be taken to improve the quality of mental health. By taking care of your mental health, you can experience several effects, such as an improved mood, building endurance, and helping you enjoy life as a whole. And you can do it the several ways to taking care of your mental health. First, say positive thing to yourself. Second, write down things to be grateful for. Focus on one time at a time. Sports, eat good food, be open to someone, do something for others. Break, sleep on time. So from now on, you have a variety of simple positive steps to take care of your mental health.
Important the mental health for our health condition.
Many people experience mental disorders in the midst of the pandemic disease caused by the coronavirus. Some of the mental disorders that often arise today are emotional, stress, excessive anxiety, depression, and so on. Anxiety and mental disorders will then cause an imbalance in the brain, which in turn results in a psychic disorder, also known as psychosomatic. Everyone needs to maintain mental health to avoid physical complaints. that arise due to stress because when someone is stressed, the immune system in the body will decrease. This will cause the body to be susceptible to disease. Excessive stress will reduce the body's immunity, which in turn threatens physical health. Therefore, let's pay attention to mental health so that you stay calm and think positive. Stay healthy and energized, yes.
About mental health, is it safe for some people that have stress to do exercise during this pandemic?
Strong body is built through physical activity or active sports. And research suggests that exercise can care for emotional health and prevent depressive disorders. Reporting from Psychology Today, exercise stimulates the body to produce endorphins and encephalins that trigger positive feelings. By exercise outside the home, we get the benefit of breathing fresh air, interacting with other people, and cultivating a sense of sensitivity to the surrounding environment, which can be categorized as a form of ecotherapy, all of which are good for physical and mental health. Specifically, physical activity improves blood circulation and nutrition in the brain. At the same time, exercise can link the neural connections of the hippocampus, areas of memory management, learning, and emotional regulation. The positive results: someone who exercises is better able to cope with the problems faced than who did not actively exercise. Apart from preventing mental disorders, it turns out the exercise can also be an additional therapy to research people who are already suffering from mental health. So that's all. Thank you for inviting me to your talk show.
Miss Ramjani, as the expert, I want to have your opinion about doing exercise during this pandemic. As we know that we have to stay home during this pandemic, right? But most people only know that the most part done outside the home. What do you think about that?
Okay, I will give my opinion. We will discuss about the problem of sport during this pandemic. And for me personally, I don't do a lot of outside activities because we must do stay at home. Usually, I still do sport at home, and of course, this pandemic does not make us to be lazy. And for example, we can do gymnastic with our family, so we don't must to go outside.
You said that some of the exercise can be done inside the house. So, which part of the exercise that as efficient as the exercise outside the house?
I think if we do sport in our home, it's the efficient because, as I said, that sport is not the thing that time, so we can do every time, everywhere. Like I say, we can do gymnastics with our family, and it also have good health benefits for us.
This study says that some sport can be done inside the house. Is it safe to do sport inside the house?
Depending on the exercise we do. So if we do light exercise, of course, I think it's not a problem if we do it at home.
Like I see now, I said that there is a safe sport to do at home, but why that sport is so important during this pandemic?
The benefits of exercise, of course, to help maintain the health of our bodies, and especially during this pandemic. Of course, exercise is a part of that cannot be missed. And besides that, we must do always consumption of healthy foods and maintaining other lifestyle, a good lifestyle. And
Recently, so when we do exercise and then we heard about the bad news, which directly affect our moods, right? Do you think we have to keep our exercise up or take some break first?
I think if for such a problem, it's flexible. I mean, sport, as I said, that sport are not things that are time. So, in the sense that ourselves manage the time for our sport, and if there is something more important, I think not a problem if we stop it first.
It's not all the conversation we have. We still have local expert to compare with Miss Ramjani opinion, and his name is Mr. Farhan. Mr. Farhan. So, Mr. Farhan, what do you think about doing exercise during this pandemic? As we know that we have to stay at home like during this pandemic. Do you think it is safe to do exercise during this pandemic?
Strong immune system is a strong hold against COVID-19. Regular exercise is a way to maintain health, fitness, and endurance. In principle, there are two types of exercise, namely neural exercise to maintain health and physical exercise to maintain fitness. This exercise can be done at home. Neural sports are manifested in their way, namely breathing vocalization and posture. Breathing exercise can be done with breathing exercise such as exercise and yoga. Then vocalization include humming, reading the Quran and other meanwhile posture can be read in ways such as doing Tai Chi, gymnastics, and player movement. This breathing exercise can be done at anytime and anywhere. By doing breathing exercise regularly can make the body healthy and minimize stress. Currently, we are advised in undergo physical distancing, stay at home. Therefore, it is very appropriate to do sport that can be done at any time.
So, if we do exercise inside the house, it must be not allowed, right? So, which part of the sport that has the same as efficient as the outside sport, outside the sport?
Since the spread of coronavirus outbreak, or what is known as COVID-19, since the beginning of last year, many countries have now implemented lockdown rule. So our outside activities are very limited. Even though most people usually do sport outside the home, but sport can also be done at home. For the problem of efficiently or not, in my opinion, is very efficient because during this pandemic we have to maintain our body immunity. With exercise we can keep our immunity to stay good.
If we do sports at home, is it safe or is there any other danger to do sport inside the house?
Sport is a human need to maintain a healthy and fit body, especially in the current COVID-19 pandemic era. Exercise is also an effort to increase body immunity. However, what is safe exercise like in the time of a pandemic? Today, exercising at home remaining a safe option in a time of pandemic. This is because the concentration of the crowd outside the house is susceptible to transmitting the virus. Like exercise that can be done at home, such as push up and sit up. We don't need top exercise to be healthy. What will we need is that the exercise is carried out in a measured, regular, and continuous manner. If we can't change our own environment, then we have to change ourselves, namely by keeping a distance from other people, not crowding. We have to protect ourselves with masks, protective glasses.
Important to do sport during this pandemic. Outside, other reason besides keeping our immune system safe, or is there any reason to do exercise during this pandemic that is so important to us to know?
During the COVID 19 pandemic, keeping the immune system strong is an important point because individuals who have weak immune system tend to be more easily exposed to viruses and various diseases. Regular exercise is a way to maintain health, fitness, and endurance. Exercise that is done in moderate intensity can help boost the immune system. In addition, moderate exercise is also useful for releasing stress hormones, which are also the causes of inflammation, increasing the function of microbial killing and increasing cytokinase. However, we also should not overdo it because heavy intensity exercise for a long duration will actually cause immunosuppression or decreased immunity because this habit can actually make the body more susceptible to infection.
Okay. So, what we have to do when we have exercise and when we doing exercise and we have a bad news about something that directly they do something with our mood. Affecting our mood. So, what do you think? Do we have to take a break about the exercise, or we have to continue the exercise even though we got that bad news?
In my opinion, when we hear or get bad news, the first thing we have to do is control and manage our thoughts. Tragedy or bad event can cause shock, sadness, fear, anger, and so on. When news and information repeatedly about bad things sometimes make our emotion drain, so we become unfocused. So, when we hear bad news while exercising, it is better to stop our sport activities. Then calm down so that we can relax more and can understand the bad news.
That's all our discussion this long. So as we know that from this pandemic, we have to keep our health in a good condition no matter what. But keeping our health safe is not about doing exercise outside the house, but we also can do exercise inside the house and as efficient as the outdoor exercise. But not only doing the exercise for maintaining our health, but we have to maintain our mental condition too, because sometimes this pandemic kind of make us feel bad or there's stress going on, but yeah, we have to keep it calm, keep it head cool so we don't have mental stress like depression or something else. So that's all from our discussion. Thank you from our expert in this studio, which is Miss Amelia and Miss Ramjani, and also our guest that can come here, which is Mr. Farhan and Miss Annisa Qadriyanti. Thank you all. Thank you for your time, and goodbye. Have a nice day.
At Fly US, your business is important to us. That's why we treat you like We know you have a choice when choosing an airline: awful, dreadful, or terrible. And we promise you, we're striving to be awful. Fly US. Sit back, relax, and shut up.